There we go. Alright guys, what's up? It's been a little while from a video. Since the last video, it's been about a week. But this stuff's hard work. But we were out sourcing yesterday for a full day. We did about 7-8 hours of sourcing. We gotta get everything labeled, but everything's scanned in. Maybe I'll go show you. I think the inventory lab's still over there on the computer. We still gotta box it all up. But the eBay stuff's going real well. We kind of moved out in a little space. We have a little space here in the garage, but we got some shelves. Obviously, it's not very organized. But the eBay's kind of taken off, and we're actually getting there to about, we're selling through about 4 or 5 grand a month on eBay at the moment. And that's just kind of doing it on the side here. And we're trying to get the space and some of the more resources, kind of scale that up a bit. But doing the whole RA stuff, it takes a lot of time. It is a lot of work, but it is pretty good money. But most of the stuff we ended up picking up yesterday, there was one good Target that had a lot of stuff on clearance for, I'll show it to you. It's clearance stuff, so you're probably not going to find if you go out yourself trying to find some of this stuff. But like right there, there's a Ethernet HDMI cable with Ethernet, $5. It's like 22 after fees, 21 after fees. There's a whole bunch of these 4 or 3 packs of drives you see. $4. They're like 20, same thing, like 23, 24 as you can see. Got a whole bunch of them. There's some random eBay stuff. Pick up a @ sign. Someone's trying to get like $40 shipped, or was it 40 plus shipping for that on eBay. The lights kind of blink a little bit, so got to kind of test that out. But got a combo. There's another combo. There's a bunch of random. There's a Nerf Nerf drone little walking thing. Bunch of phones. See, $6 surge protectors. There's a little something too. Game guides. Some game guides. You see that one there was $3. That goes for like 26, 27 bucks. Pretty low ranking books. These guys here are pretty good. You won't find too many of those though. Those are pretty rare. We've only maybe found 2 or 3 of them, and we actually do this quite a bit. You can see video games are always good. Big stack of video games. There was a sale on one store. You can go look it up, try to find it. What else? Some more games. There's some lightsabers. See, stuff like this you can find. $5 for the lightsaber. Here's something that's weird. That same Target, they had a TI-84 Plus, $44. This isn't brand new. Not even been open. I believe it's like, wow, like $120 or something like that after fees. I think Amazon's on the listing, but you can kind of just undercut it a little bit. But a bunch of them. Like there's a Phantom Force motorized chessboard. That thing's like 80, 90 bucks. But we see we kind of moved out in the garage. There's a little setup. We're trying to do something a little different. We printed off all the labels. We didn't actually label everything. As we're going to box it up, we're going to label it. We know all the shipments have been kind of doing inventory placement, even though you don't have inventory placement. But it seems like you know, every 2 or 3 shipments out of the norm, we'll do it in separate boxes. But we're going to go ahead and, before we submit it, then label everything as we're packing it. We're probably going to be on the same box. And see this thing too. I don't know if we ever showed this in a video, but it's a wireless Honeywell scanner. It's for like businesses and stuff. It's actually like a $300 scanner. We actually picked one of those up at Goodwill. We've had it for quite a while. I don't think we showed it, but it came in a box. It came with like all the instructions and everything. But it's kind of hard to see where you're selling it at, because I think the main selling point is the fact that you get a warranty with it. And if we're selling it used like that, we can't give the warranty. And one of the listings on Amazon's hazmat. But you do get like $300 and some after fees. I think my brother picked that up. I think he paid like, what was like a $10.99 or $11 or something. But it's brand new. It was barely used. We've had it up on eBay for quite a while for like $280 or so. And we don't get really good offers over $100. People offer $100. We didn't auto decline the best offers. But people do ask questions about it, but we decided, hey, we'll plug it in and try it out, because we had one of the, that's right there. We were using this guy here that he's had. It's just like a cheap $30 corded one. Wireless one's way nicer. It is a lot of setup, how that one's just plug and play. This one here, when we first plugged it in, we had to kind of figure out how it works. I just did a little research. Figured out you can put it in keyboard mode, where it just it emulates a keyboard when you scan it in, so that works perfectly fine once we figured out and got it working. And it works pretty good, because since it's wireless, you can just kind of bring it over here, scan something as you're over here, and we can get it printed, and the label's printed off down there, so it kind of speeds up the process where we can get it scanned in, and then all the stuff entered in inventory labs so we don't got to bring something over here by the scanner by the cord and everything. We were thinking about we think we'll still probably keep that up, maybe try to sell it. If someone gives us, you know, $250, $300 for it, we'll sell it. But for like $11, and the fact that it speeds all this stuff up, probably gonna keep it. But that's pretty nice. That's what we got here. We got 4 or 5 packages we're gonna send out for eBay, and then we got this. I don't think we're gonna label this. I think we're gonna go try to hit up some Goodwills first. Maybe we'll find a few more things to send in the shipment. Probably not, but we'll get those things shipped and do that before we label everything. But I'll go ahead and sit down here and show the inventory that I have. Got a million tabs open. And right there. So what we did, we got 115 items. This is, like I said yesterday, I didn't film. Probably should have, but I didn't. I didn't bring the camera with, and I didn't feel like using the phone. 115 items, 32,000 rank, not too bad. Buy cost was about 1,100, and the net profit's 1,400. So that's, you know, 1,400 bucks for 7 hours of work. That does not include the eBay things. Speaking of that, eBay and some of the thrift stuff, we got that printer there. We've bought 2 or 3 printers. We haven't tried to list them yet. That one there says it's out of ink, but it's basically brand new, and they only wanted $11.99 for it. It's a Canon, and you get, it's like really low. It's like 9,000 in PC, and it's like 120 after fees or something. So we thought for $10 risk, we're gonna go ahead and try, because we haven't tried to send in any printers. Here's the list of receipts. This thing here, I'm not sure exactly. It's a air-free air sterilizer, and it looks kind of like cheapish. As you can see, it was 15 bucks. But when you look it up, I think it's one of those things like heat rocks and all that stuff that people buy. It's some kind of like air sterilizer, yeah. But this thing at the Amazon listing is actually pretty low. I think it's like, you know, somewhere around 100,000 in whatever category, home improvement or whatever it's under. But it's like $250, and it's like a little over 200 after fees. But it has like a 2 out of 5 star or the 2.5 star review. So obviously it's not a very good product. We're not gonna do it. We're gonna have to throw it up on eBay. There isn't too many of these things on eBay. There's some like generic, not generic, but listings that have like stock pictures that people are getting like $200 and some for. There really isn't any used ones on there. But this here has the instructions. It looks in good shape. It lights up. It says something about the top supposed to get warm. We didn't leave it plugged in for 15 minutes. We thought the race for 15 bucks is good. It lights up, plugs in, looks like it works and everything. But so that there, if we can get, you know, heck, you know, 15 bucks, we'll take 100 for it. But if we can get, you know, close to 200 bucks for that, maybe even 150, that's going to be super great. And you see the dogs down there trying to eat stuff. I don't know, some other things. We got this thing here. This Geo Safari solar system. These here were good back before I even started doing it. Someone, you know, mentioned something about getting these, and my brother kind of knew about them. This one here is still sealed, but the box is kind of beat up. I don't remember too much what you got after fees. I know it was somewhere around 100, maybe, you know, anywhere from $50 to $100. I think we only paid like $5 for it. I don't think it's written or sticker. Oh, right there. Only paid $3 for it. I can see it's a little bit too dark. So I think we're gonna send it into Amazon, even though it's basically new. I think we're gonna go up on eBay, try to get, you know, probably get 20 bucks less. But for $3 into that, that's pretty good. And I think that's some of the majority of the stuff. Oh, here's a phone. I don't know. I'll show it. It's because it looks kind of like an older phone. Try not to break it. This was at Salvation Army, $6.95. I actually got this in one of our old stomping grounds in the Salvation Army, but it's this phone. I can't really see the words up there, but the number. Where did I see the number at? Oh, the number was right there. The IN 9015-71. This phone's some kind of like an office phone, but it's a really low rank, and it's like a $50 to $60 phone. And these phones, we've been buying. Let's see, there's one there. We've been buying lots of them. I think there's even like a bag in here, cordless phones. You can sell just the handsets themselves for anywhere from 20 to 30 bucks. And then you got the chargers on top of that and the actual main bases. So you can do real good on all those phones. And some Jeep bodies, some of these RC bodies right there. I think that one there, the Jeep one, if you look it up, it's like $70 just for the body. You take it off the RC car, don't need the controller, just need the body. You do get a lot of questions, so do measure them if you're going to put them up on eBay. The dog wants to figure out what's in that bag. Here's some more stuff. There's a Dave Ramsey thing we picked up. We haven't set up there. See some Ninja Turtle thermos cup things. We didn't really pick them up too much to resell. We didn't look them up. We're like, hey, they're pretty cool. They're like 25 cents. Like, yeah, we'll get 3 of them. They're in real good condition. A little bit dirty. But some games. There's an old Scrabble board game. That's a tabletop spinny board game thing. You can get like 25, 30 bucks complete. So there's some board games. There's a bunch of games that still got a list. But I thought I should just give you a little thing where moved into the garage, but I'm probably going to take you along to the Goodwill so you can pick up anything. We did stop at the one of these Goodwills yesterday before we headed off in the direction we went to Source, but the other one we did not, and if depends on how many we hit up. But I guess we'll see when we get there.